Lesson 8, The Elephant's Nose. Let us continue with student book exercise. Learn the language was or were. Let us look at the golden rule. I, we, they, you, do. He, she, it, does. This we all are very well versed with, right? Now similarly, we have to decide how to use was and were. So let's see. With we, they and you, we use were. Whereas with I, we use was. So I was, we were, they were, you were. And he, she, it, again common, was. He was, she was. Move on to the student book exercise on page number 103. Fill in the blanks with was or were. Was or were are nothing but the past tenses of am, is and are. In the present tense we say I am. In the past tense we say I was. In the present tense we say we are. In the past tense we say we were. In the present tense we say they are. In the past tense we say they were. In the present tense we say you are. In the past tense we say you were. In the present tense we say he is, she is, it is. But in the past tense we say he was, she was, it was. Right? So was is the past tense of am and is. Whereas were is the past tense of are. Let us look at the exercise. I dash in Delhi last month. With I we have already seen we always use was. So I was in Delhi last month. Second, we dash at school last Saturday. We were at school last Saturday. Third, Tina dash at home yesterday. Tina will be she, right? So she was. Tina was at home yesterday. Similarly, complete the rest of the blanks by yourself. Now let's look at the workbook exercise. Read the sentences and circle the errors. Rewrite the correct sentences in the blanks. First, she were the cleverest girl in our class. Is it correct? No, there is a mistake. And what is the mistake? The mistake is here, right? Instead of was, they have written were. With he, she, it, we always use was, right? So let us correct the mistake. She was the cleverest girl in our class. Second, he were born in 1995. Again, same mistake, right? So let's correct it. He was born in 1995. Third, the dogs was in the park. It is dogs. So the dogs are, and what is the past tense of are? The past tense of are is not was. The past tense of are is were, right? The dogs were in the park. Again, you can see differently. For the dogs, which pronoun can we use? We can use the pronoun they, right? So, we, they, you were. The dogs were in the park. Similarly, Complete the rest of the exercise by yourself. Now let's look at a similar exercise in the grammar magic. Fill in the blanks with was or were. First, Bella dash in class 2 last year. Bella can be called she, right? So Bella was in class 2 last year because he, she, it was. The birds dash flying back to their nests. The birds were flying back to their nests. Third, Salim dash walking home with his friend. Salim was walking home with his friend. Fourth, they dash picking apples from the orchard. They were picking apples from the orchard. Similarly, complete the rest of the blanks. Now let's look at next exercise. Fill in the blanks using the correct words from the brackets. First, Shalu dash alone at home. The options are am or is. We know that am comes only with I. So obviously the answer is. Shalu is alone at home. Second, Rishit dash very tired yesterday. Was or were? Rishit was very tired yesterday. Third, he dash a famous actor. Is or are? He is a famous actor. Fourth, the roses dash pink in color. Roses, more than one. So, the roses are pink in color. Similarly, complete the rest of the blanks by yourself. Let's look at the next exercise. Correct the sentences by replacing the highlighted words with am, is, are, was and were correctly. If you remember, we have already learned that am, is and are used for present tense, whereas was and were is used to show that an action has happened in the past. Let us look at the examples. First, look, the swans is swimming across the pond. Here the sentence is in present tense, so that is correct. But the use of is with swans, which means more than one swan, is wrong, right? So the correct answer would be, look, the swans are swimming across the pond. Second, yesterday evening there was many pigeons on the roof. Again, same problem. Pigeons, many pigeons, more than one pigeon. Then how can we use was? We have to use were, right? So, yesterday evening there were many pigeons on the roof. Let's see the next one. You is a student. As we discussed earlier, you is used to talk to one person also and to talk to more than one persons also. So you is will never come. Whenever we use you, we have to use are with it. Just like we have to use am with I. I am. There is no other pronoun with which the verb am will go except for I. Similarly, for you also, we always use are in the present tense and were for the past tense. So the answer would be, you are a student. Next, the weather were good today. Here we are talking about weather and we are talking about today. So this sentence is in present tense, but the verb that has been used is in past tense. Also, we have to see that for the weather, which pronoun can we use? We can use he, she or it. Yes, we can use it. So it was, he was, she was, it was, right? But here instead of was, they have written were. So the correct answer would be the weather is good today, because we are talking about today, that is in present tense, right? Fifth, the children is going to the cinema. If it is one child, then it is a different case. We would have used is or was for the past tense. But here it is children. Children means more than one child. So we need to make the correction. So the answer is the children are going to the cinema. Complete the rest of the exercise. Similarly, it's quite easy. The tasks for the day are: complete exercise A in student book, complete exercise A in the workbook, and complete lesson 17 in grammar magic. Happy learning!